So guys, welcome back to episode 6 of Really Awesome Plays Civilization Beyond Earth, Rising Tide. When we left off, we were just getting our internal infrastructure a bit developed. The cities of Dangai and Zhongshan are now fully integrated, no more inherent unhappiness or unhealth from these cities, so that is looking good. We're making a focus on energy at the moment. I'm trying to get our energy up roughly to plus 100, but I'd be happy with the high 70s, low 80s. Yeah, we're just preparing. This is kind of a brief hibernation we're taking before perhaps our next aggressive push onto the people of PAC, or the Pan-Asian Cooperative. Yeah, they're relatively unhappy with us, 4 out of 9 in respect and 0 out of 9 in fear. So yeah, perhaps they'll start a war with us, which might save us the hassle. So yeah, next turn, straight into it. So yeah, episode 6, I think it's going well, this series so far. I hope you've been enjoying it out there on the other side of the screen. So I think we were actually building Farday Gyre, which has now been finished by, I'm not sure who that is, but somebody finished it. So we'll have to change our production in Deep Castle. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on this series, guys, do let me know. I'd love to hear them. We have to choose... Oh, Dangai has finished the trade depot, so I think I will actually, if I can, I will purchase a trade convoy, which I can. So the Farday Gyre, which we were building in Deep Castle, got completed by somebody else. It's not the end of the world, I guess. So I think we'll go for the dry dock next in Deep Castle to up our production. We also have to choose production in Dangai, which just finished a trade depot, and we shall begin work on a... I think we'll actually begin to move Dangai. I'm just trying to decide where is best. Over here we get some energy. Titanium would be good for the production. Yes, I think the titanium area, so we will move our city to here, and then we'll have to move it one additional time, but it gives our workers something to do in this area also. Over here we also have xenomass in quite a large amount, so we do need to begin to capture that. So I need to clear this alien nest, which I actually may do with my cutter. So yes, I think we'll move out here and begin to attack these aliens. And if you're going to do this here, we may as well get our submarine force to come over here and clear this alien nest to the southeast of Isle Muir. I'll actually leave bombing that nest until our submarines are a bit closer. So yeah, everything looking good here, I think. Geophysics is a couple of turns away still. That's okay. Next turn. I still have the same cup of coffee. I didn't add any additional half and half for sugar. Just extra coffee, so it tastes a bit less nice now, I must admit. Agreement cancelled. So that is the African People's Union, or the, yes indeed, I think that's the correct way to say that. Our submarines can continue moving over here towards these alien nests. We have a diplomatic transmission, so we shall check who this is. Yeah, integer, I think that looks fine to me. So we're ticking up our diplomatic capital at nearly 50 per turn at the moment. Deep Castle has some covert operations going on. Intrigue level in Deep Castle is now 2, so I think we do need to begin to worry about building covert operatives of our own. So unit needs orders over here. Our cutter can, well, firstly our cutter can pillage. We get a new artifact, can pillage the alien nest. Then we're back to Zhongshan, and you can actually move back to Dangai, my friend. Very uneventful. Our trade convoy in Dangai needs a trade route. So I think I'll actually just do this here to eliminate any alien interference for the time being. And this fellow can begin to explore here a bit more. More Cavatan Protectorate colonists moving to the south. Hopefully they don't get any bright ideas and move too close to us. We'll have a quick look at the artifact menu, see if we can get anything worthwhile here. I think there's only 20 artifacts in the game total. Oh my god, that seems fantastic for what we have in mind. So yes, there's only 20 artifacts in the game in total, so I think we're getting to the stage where most of them have probably been discovered. So I think I might actually take this. Tidal navigation, naval units gain plus 100 defense against ranged attacks. Wow. That is amazing for our current setup at least. So next turn. Subs are nearly in place to begin assaulting this alien nest to the southeast of Isle The Franco-Iberians seem quite happy with us. No, I don't like that you are so near to us. And Alphala, I think, yes, I will absolutely give you this. So yeah, things are looking good. I think we can begin to refocus on military soon enough, I think. Our cutter over here can... yeah, we may as well begin clearing these aliens, I think. You can move down here as well, my friend. And Jiangsang can also bomb for the kill. Which I should have really done the other way around, as our cutter would have not taken as much damage. So the worker is finished outside of Tangai, and I shall move it over here to build a farm. Submarines are nearly in place to bomb these aliens, so we can move them over again. This final sub over to here. We have to choose production in 3 of our cities, so we'll have a look at what's on offer. Over here we can just, yeah, we can build anything at all really. I think a farm here is probably good. In Isle just finished the thorium reactor. I think next we shall go for the dry dock and then a laboratory next. I would think is best. Also, yes, a dry dock here, and choose production in Dangai, which finished moving its city. I think we'll actually move the city another time. Yes, indeed. And we'll do it one more time next so we can get all the titanium. That will improve the production in Dangai considerably. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. We can bomb some aliens with Isle Not yet, certainly on the next turn though. Our alien Ripper can just, yeah, you move up here towards Jiangsang. And continue the next turn. Yeah, this coffee is definitely a bit rough. So the Pan-Asian Cooperative are not too happy with us, which again I'm not overly concerned about, but I certainly wouldn't mind if they declared war on us, I think. So veterancy on this cutter, we shall choose plus 10% strength. Production in Jiangsang, they just finished their pharma lab. They shall build a trade depot next. We shall move this cutter to assault first. And we discover the alien nest near to Jiangsang, which is fantastic. So move this cutter over to here and remove it. 25 food for Jiangsang, which is great as well. So before we move our explorer, I will actually come and begin ranged attacking some of these units. So hopefully we can get the kill with Isle We cannot quite get the kill, but that's okay. Our worker outside of Dangai is going to build a farm, and the explorer in Dangai is actually going to leash this sea dragon, and the sea dragon can, yes, begin to assault the alien nest itself. Cruel irony, huh? So this fellow can begin to move. I'm considering purchasing this Xenomast tile with Isle It's only 55, so yes indeed we will. And next turn. So I think we made a big difference to our overall health. I think at the start of the last episode we were on -20, we are now on 0, so that's pretty good. Our cutter over on this alien nest is getting assaulted. Not too worried about it. And our sea dragon outside of Isle is also getting assaulted. We have a quest decision to make. So we can either get +1 Explorer Expedition modules or +1 Science from Laboratories, which in the long run the +1 Science is much more beneficial. So we will certainly take that. We are going to choose production in Deep Castle, which is finished moving yet again. We shall move it one more time. A unit needs orders, so our Explorer can actually wait a moment. I think actually we will kill the... Oh. We should kill that alien with this submarine. Move this sub over here and move this fellow onto this tile in order to pillage on the next turn. Our Sea Dragon can simply move up to join the rest of our our alien crew up here to the north. Our cutter outside of Jiangsang is going to move over here in order to clear the Sea Dragon with our other cutter. I don't want it to get too damaged. And we'll actually heal, and hopefully that Sea Dragon will attack us instead. And the Explorer in Islemuir can actually heal also. Our worker in Islemuir can move over here. I think we have the ability to build a Xenomass well, so I wouldn't mind getting a few of them up. Our worker outside Farjin is finished the farm on the local landmass. And we're going to move it here to build another farm on the coastal tile. And next turn. So Alpha Lat, not too happy with our orbital coverage size. Or our military unit's strength. And LOD, the Franco-Iberians, are attacking some aliens to the east of Islemuir. Pan-Asian Cooperative, happy with our virtue synergy. Fantastic, our cutters finished the Sea Dragon. Jiangsang has grown, and lots of stuff we can do on this turn. So Deep Castle finished moving. It can now move one additional time. And choose production in Dangai, which also finished moving. And in Dangai we're going to get a thorium reactor. In Jiangsang we are going to just finish the trade depot, so we shall get them to work on a trade convoy, get to develop a virtue. So we have a couple of choices here we can make. +1 production and +1 energy from strategic resources, which we actually have quite a few at the moment. We're going to have some Xenomass shortly as well, so that might be certainly an option. Instead of that, we could also get +1 production towards a unit for each upgrade it has. So not a huge difference at the moment, but perhaps in time. Over in the energy tree, we can get +6 energy from stations, or +0.5 health for every trade unit under your command. So I think all in all, Army Engineering Corps is probably the one we should go for at the moment, if I could speak English, which is +1 production from every strategic resource, or +1 energy from every strategic resource. So a bit of a bump in production and energy production. Jiangsang can ranged bomb this Sea Dragon, or I think that was a Ripper actually, so but it's dead either way. Our worker can build a farm, and our subs can, first you can pillage here, my friend. 25 food for Islemuir, which is fantastic. You can begin to bomb these aliens on the land. And you can simply skip your turn. Oh, maybe not. I think you can't quite get the hit on there, I don't think. No, you cannot, so yes indeed, you can skip your turn. Our cutters can move back to their respective cities and heal up a bit. And this alien unit can, I wouldn't mind actually getting a better eye on what the PAC have up here. Our worker outside of Islemuir will move over to the Xenomass, and hopefully we can improve that this turn. Or next turn even, I should say. So geophysics about to be finished. I think we have a quest for the dome improvement. Perhaps I could move towards that. Certainly as well we could work towards some health buildings as well. But we'll have a look on the next turn, see what we come up with.
We, the dust of a dying world, must listen to the stones of a living one.
Indeed. So we are finished geophysics, which allows us to build a tidal turbine, which is essentially money on the sea. And it also reveals geothermal and allows us to build geothermal wells. So we are actually going to work on alien adaptation next to get some 24 harmony affinity experience. A lot of words, and we're going to get the Xenoswarm and the +1 food from work barges, which we actually have quite a lot of work barges, so that'll work out quite well, I think. And Deep Castle is finished its eternal movement, so we are going to build a I'm certainly tempted to build a rocket battery, but not quite yet. I think we'll build the tidal turbine for now. And in Islemuir we are going to move Islemuir 1 tile. And over in Fargen, which just finished the dry dock, we're also going to build the tidal turbine. And our explorer needs orders, so we shall hopefully move it over to this tile with the alien skeleton. Our submarine units are now finished, so they can move back to their original location. I do need to begin thinking about generating some more naval units. I think we don't want to sit on our laurels too long. The AI gets quite a number of production advantages, so if we just leave them alone, they're going to just steamroll us later. So it seems like a silly thing to do for now. So that will construct a Xenomass well on this tile. It costs 2 energy per turn, but adds 3 energy per turn, and also will add energy and production from the virtue that we just took in the last turn. So I think up in Fargen we're actually going to purchase the Xenomass tile here and the Fraxite tile here, and actually may as well buy the titanium tile here as well. So our worker will be quite busy up there by Fargen also. Let's have a quick look around, see if there's any other tiles that we might well like to purchase while we're on a bit of a spending spree, but we've only 85 energy left. Xenomass over here is probably a good idea, but it is 150, so we shall leave that for now. So our cutter can heal until fortify until heal even, and next turn. Alphala, happy with our food production rate, which is good news. So I think perhaps when alien adaptation finishes, we will begin to go on the offensive once again. So we get a new quest, build 1 quarry improvement. Surely we have a quarry built somewhere already. Oh no, quarry is on land. I think it's on copper, mainly on land. So let's see if there's anywhere we can just purchase. Yes, I think over, oh no, that's it's this tile actually. It's the basalt that you improve with a quarry. But anyway, we won't worry about that right now. So +1 science from Pharmalabs, or +1 health from Pharmalabs. As much as I'd like to go for the science, I think I will actually go for the health for now, which takes us into the positive, so we get additional bonuses because we are in positive health, which is nice. Islemuir is now finished moving, so we're going to have more Xenomass in Islemuir, and it can begin to work on a laboratory, I think, and then into a tidal turbine. One of our units needs orders. Our submarine, you can move back to your original position here, my friend, as can you, and as can you. This alien, I kind of wouldn't mind finding some alien nests and continuing pillaging them. Actually I'm just noticing here's not a bad little spot. Some 7 Fraxite, some geothermal, titanium, floatstone, 7 Xenomass. Yeah, maybe that's an idea for a city shortly. We are in positive health again, so might not be a bad idea. Who would be contesting that city if we built it there? Not much integer here perhaps, but that's quite far even from their property as such, the Franco-Iberians to the north, but I don't think that would be too much of a concern for them either. So yeah, perhaps in Changsang we can build a colonist next and set it up over here. Actually, while we're on this topic of where to settle colonists, I'm really also looking at moving a city to here, because here should be defensible from the ocean, as this is all mountains here, so the only possible terrain is here and here. So if we build a city like even here, or even here, we can like really defend the southern end of this peninsula. So that might be a good idea. certainly something to consider. Although in terms of resources, I guess we could build it here, but it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Some xenomass down here to the south with 5 petroleum. It's not too shabby, I guess. Yeah, maybe that is an idea for the future. But anyway, for now, next turn. So our victory condition that I will be going for in this is the harmony victory condition, which is build this thing called the mind flower. And maybe spoilers, but it kind of contacts the spirit of this planet, or this huge alien being that is the planet. And yeah, you kind of transcend with that victory condition. So these aliens are mad at us. You can tell by the color of their icons. Our cutter can actually just fortify in Dangai, and our worker has quite a lot to do over here. So I think our first order of business is to improve this float zone. And we have a quest decision. So plus 10 production for naval units from dry docks, or plus 1 production generally from dry docks. We're going to take the overall plus 1 production. Things are really looking good, I think, now. Geothermal we could probably purchase with Farjan. 5 petroleum over there as well. We could simply move the city over. We do have quite a lot of units. I think we have a deceptively large amount of units actually at the moment. Our explorer is about to get killed by aliens. Oh, perhaps not. They are mad as hell with us all. So yes, I think actually I will build that settler in Jiangsang. I'm just noticing the trade convoy is just about to be finished. Move this fellow back, I think. We'll take care of the diplomacy first. Yeah, sure. This looks good to me, my friend. And in Almur, which just finished a laboratory, we are going to build a tidal turbine. In Farjan, which just finished a tidal turbine, we are going to now build a rocket battery. So that will up our city's defense. In Jiangsang, I think we are finished with buildings for now, so I think I'm actually going to build a colonist. Our worker up here in Dangai can move over and begin to construct a mine on this titanium. And this explorer unit is in a bit of trouble, so I do kind of want to get it out of there. And our alien unit can continue to explore up around the Pan-Asian Cooperative. Our cutter can fortify. And our trade convoy, I think I will just send it to Dangai if possible, which it is not. So instead we will go to Farjan. Yes. And yeah, next turn. Still a bit of a way off from alien adaptation, but it'll be quite nice. The Cavatan Protectorate are happy with our size of our colony. The Franco-Iberians are happy with our health level, which is nice. This Ripper, I'm just going to heal where it is. This Explorer unit is in a bit of trouble still, so I'm going to actually move it back to Almur for now to heal. And our submarines you can simply fortify in place. Our worker here is going to build a floatstone quarry, which we don't actually have the technology for yet because I'm a genius. So for that we will look into that later, but I'm not too worried about it right now. In Deep Castle, finish the tidal turbine. Also going to build a rocket battery. And we're going to next turn. So a bit later than I wanted, but our energy per turn is certainly getting up there. So I'm happy with that. I think over here we do need to start developing some kind of military units, and I think in Deep Castle and Farjan we'll also begin developing some military units. This is a worker, and I'm going to move it up here to this titanium and xenomass. 2 xenomass, not too spectacular there. Our worker up here can construct a mine, which adds +5 production. Fantastic. So yeah, things are looking pretty good, I think. Our explorer can simply heal, and our worker can build a petroleum well. Alphala, not too happy with our food rate. couple of agreements cancelled with Integer, and I think that's the Cavatan Protectorate. No, thank you though. The African Union, their civilization perk is that for when they've a healthy population, they grow quicker, so they tend to have large cities, but not big cities, if that makes sense. Or not many cities. Sorry, they have many. They have a few large population cities. Is generally what they have, which are quite defensible actually. So down here in Almur, just finished the tidal turbine. I think next we'll also build a rocket battery. Fargen finished the rocket battery, so we shall build a laboratory. And Jiangsang finished the colonists, and they have a lot of stuff they need to build. So I think first and foremost, Old Earth Relic. And yeah, and Terran. Also our colonists just finished in Jiangsang. I didn't really touch on that, but we're going to move it down to this lucrative area down here, which is really nice actually. Wow, it's lovely. Fantastic, that'll be a good little city in time. Our worker unit, which I've actually lost place of, is over here. I'm going to get it to construct a mine on this titanium, and next turn. So I think once these rocket batteries are finished, we'll build a salvo of military units. So Sabda might be a good place for a target, but we shall see. Just moving this cutter with the colonists, so the colonist isn't easily attacked and killed. Production in Dangai is finished. The thormium reactor, I should even say. We shall get it to build I think a pharma lab next, in order to counteract this new city we're about to build, which is good for now. Cavatan Protectorate, not happy with us. That's okay, I'll live with it. Yeah, our science rate is kind of low, but that is not the end of the world. And this cutter can also move down with our colonists and just skip your turn. So I can continue to explore the center of the map. Our explorer is finished, and I'm going to move it back towards this alien skeleton. The xenomass well is finished here, so we're actually going to move down here and build another xenomass well. Couple of cities to start production in. So in Deep Castle we shall build a new submarine, I think, a Tide Hunter as they're referred to now, and also here we'll build a Tide Hunter, and over in Jiangsang we will also build a Tide Hunter, I think. Yes indeed, just for some defense, especially for getting a new city. I don't want it to be easily captured or killed. So yeah, things are going well, I think, in this episode. It is 4x, so certainly one of the X's stands for expand, so if it seems boring, my apologies. But, I mean, there's certainly a strategic element to it, so it can be quite fun to watch, at least from my own perspective. So I wouldn't mind killing these aliens, which I still certainly do. Just move this cutter down from Dangai, just in case it should be needed. And this is alien beetle, I think, or scarab, I should say. I don't think we can walk on the ice. I can't remember, to be honest. This guy can simply fortify here. Our colonist can move down to this tile along with our cutter. We can skip turn. I think we'll settle somewhere here, I think might be ideal, so although here might be even better. Yes, gives us a bit of a boost in the early game. Just purchase this xenomass, begin to work it, get a lot of food at the beginning, which is good. So this fellow can build a xenomass well. I'm actually going to capture some of these aliens with my explorer. That was my thought process with this guy over here even. Alpha, not too happy with our orbital coverage. Our military unit strength. That's okay though. Our relationship with the PAC is in jeopardy. So I think we'll begin to move our submarine naval force up towards the north of the map. Begin to harass Gangren. And yes, skip your turn on the cutter. This fella can move back a bit. This cutter can move down a bit. And choose production. Oh, our Scarab can continue moving to the east. Pop our Explorer up here. Hopefully it's not killed on the next turn. And yes, we're going to need our submarine force to move up towards Fargen and Deep Castle. So we shall begin to move those fellows up. And the third one. We'll have a couple more submarines in 1 and 2 turns. Choose production in Almuir, finished its rocket battery. I think next we shall build a Xeno nursery. 1 science from Xenomass resources worked by the city, so I think we're going to have 9 Xenomass worked by that city, so that seems like a really good idea. 9 turns until we finish alien adaptation. Would be good if we had that before we begin any offense against the Pan-Asian Cooperative, but we shall see. Pan-Asian Cooperative declared war on Integer as well, which are they quite near this side? They seem to be relatively near. I think Integer down here. Yes, indeed. So Velkais is the Integer capital even, I think. Yes, indeed it is. Just waiting for the turn to process. The aliens are moving. So we can get some stuff from Integer, but I'm not too worried about it. Just move our colonists to here. And then over to... Yes, I think over to here, or here even. Here I think is probably the best spot. We have our cutter on top, so it cannot be easily taken. Our cutter got a veterancy gain, so we shall take the attack damage and just move it around a bit just to get a feel for the area. Choose production in, I think Almuir is finished. Oh no, it's Fargen. So in Fargen we shall build a thermo rudder, I think. Thermohaline rudder? English is tough, so yeah, but we'll build that. Our unit needs orders. I think that's the... Oh, it's Explorer. So we shall... I wonder if we leash this, will we die? I hope not, but let's give it a go. And we died, of course we did, but that's okay. I think Explorers are kind of running out of use at this stage anyway. So geothermal. We can build a geothermal well on this. This alien unit can move around to the south. Our submarine we can move up to the north. Nyan Gangren. This fellow move in 1 tile and heal in friendly territory. This colonist and cutter, we shall move the colonist first, which is already moved, and the cutter can just skip the rest of its turn. And that is the end of this turn. Alpha, weren't they just unhappy with our food rate 2 minutes ago? Make up your mind. So Pan-Asian aren't too unhappy with us, it seems, at the moment. These aliens are unhappy with us, I'll tell you that much. So diplomatic transmission. Yes, indeed, this does look good to me. And we have a quest decision, so increase capacity, +2 energy from tidal turbines, or +1 health from tidal turbines. Again, I think I will go, I'm tempted to go to health, but I think in the long run the energy probably makes a bit more sense. And finally we are above +100 energy per turn, which is fantastic. So in Deep Castle we can begin to build a, I think a Xenomass bathhouse for the defensive as well as the cultural output. Our submarine over here, or cutter we're on for some, oh no, the production, sorry, in Jiangsang. Finish a Tidehunter, and I think we'll build a laboratory, or a drone command, sorry, drone command next. Our submarine in Deep Castle is finished. We can move that up here to the rest of our force. And this fella can also move up. Our submarine in Zhongshan can... we'll take it out for a look, I think. Our cutter can continue exploring. We found an alien nest, which you can't do much about in a ship, I'm afraid. And our colonist might even be able to settle this turn. Not quite, but it's certainly getting there. Let's move our cutter on top to protect it. You can skip your turn. This alien unit can move back one, I think, just to keep it alive for now. I'm going to make our way over to this. I don't think we actually need to stand near it, but we shall see. So Dangai might be a good idea to actually just purchase this tile. And purchase this tile. Give our workers something to do, you know. So workers will move down here and build a mine. The mine is finished outside of Farjan, so we shall move it to... where to move by Farjan? I think purchasing this tile that our submarine is on might be a good idea. So can we do that? No, we cannot, but that is okay. Is there any useful tile within range? I guess not, so we shall just simply build a farm. And actually, guys, with that, I'm also going to leave this episode here. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. And if you have any feedback, comments, criticisms, anything at all, do leave it down in the comment section. And again, thank you for joining me. Catch you next time. Bye bye.